So with ALS kind of dying here, and we're all waiting for the JoJo update, this is a pretty good time for me to go over my personal favorite teams for each game mode. So first off here with story and infinites. For story mode, you don't need a lot of late game equipment or units, because you only have 15 waves. So you want cheaper units. That female Aizen, what is that? You can have cheaper early game units that are really good. So this right here is my favorite team. Souls don't really matter too much in story mode. It's more something for tournaments. But yes, this is the team I go with. You do not need glitch, but I do recommend Overlord or higher. And this will get you through anything, basically. Legend stages, story mode, anything. Then this is a pretty good time for infinite team. My favorite infinite team, I usually like to start with Ichigo first. Because he does a lot of damage. I like to go with Gilgamesh for some nukes. Believe it or not, I do like to go with Baldi because he does mimic nukes. And he has a really powerful nuke of his own. And then I like to use Gojo because he can stun the entire, almost the entire map. If you've all seen him, he hits a lot of range. So that's a full AoE slow and stun. But then I like to go, lastly, Sid. He's unobtainable right now. So if you don't have Sid, replace him with another full AoE damage dealer. That would work pretty well. But then only one farm. I usually go with Bulma here. Simply because she gets a permanent buff to damage. This is my favorite team for infinites as of right now. I like to prioritize one support. So to highlight what you want in your team in case you don't have these units. Go for one support, one farm, and then as many damage dealers as possible. I recommend full AoE DPS units and some nuke units. These two guys are the highest, I think, the best in terms of damage right now. I think Wukong is pretty close as well. We have that unit. This is my favorite team for infinites. Alright, Elemental Caverns. Now, for Elemental Caverns, you need different elements for each cavern to do better. But if you do have Ichigo, you can cancel out elemental disadvantages, which makes it really easy to complete these caverns without needing a certain element. The team I have to go with here, I'll go ahead and put my team back together here because I kind of went here. So I have to go with some early game as well. I believe I have to go with Yuno, and then again, kind of a weird thing, but I do like Megumin on my team for these caverns. You can cover the entire map, and it's a lot of damage. She gets the caverns over extremely quickly. So the plan for Elemental Caverns, if you want to know how I use my team, place farms down, upgrade them, then I place down Yuno and Gilgamesh and Ichigo all in the back, and then place Megumin in the middle of the map to cover the entire map. And I'll go through each one of these and I will show you what I mean. That way it's a little better. Challenges. You can use just about any team I showed you beforehand for challenges. They are arguably one of the easiest game modes in this game. So you can use just about any team. My favorite team for challenges would be probably the same one as before, to be honest with you. I like cheaper units. I do like cheaper units. And I will be using Free Reign. Mostly because she's cheap and it kind of gets the thing over quickly. Because you can trap all enemies. It makes enemies walk backwards, is what I'm trying to say here. It just makes it go right really quickly. And she's a lot cheaper than Gilgamesh. But the only reason I choose her is because you don't need a nuke for challenges. If you need some hard damage, then Free Reign probably isn't the best for that. Okay, let's start off with raids. Before we go in, we can start with these two beside me. Extreme Boost. This is an extremely easy game mode. You can just use the same teams before. Let me get my team real quick. You can just use this team. If you don't have Gilgamesh, that's fine. Just use any other nuke unit. Sid works. Saitama works. Gon probably would work. Actually, well, maybe not. It takes a lot of prep time. Any nuke unit you can. You don't need Gilgamesh, but just have a nuke. What you do need here are these three units. Very cheap, very high damage, and very, very good early to middle game. And Ichigo's your boss killer. Then we have Boss Rush. Now, Boss Rush is a little trickier for my teams. So I'll explain my teams here. For everything from Grail Rush, Titan Rush, and Godly Rush, you're going to want to use this team. I'm going to show you real quick. There you go. You want Sukuna. You want Goku and Vegeta. Then you're going to want... Actually, wait. Check out Goku and Vegeta. Pick in Ichigo. Goku and Vegeta then after that. Where is my Goku and Vegeta at? There they are. I don't have them flavored here for some reason. But then a Yuno. Wherever my Yuno is. Where's that my Yuno? There he is. Then Yuno and 2 farms. They don't need to be glitch, they can be an entrepreneur. You don't need glitch farms for anything other than tournaments, really. And this is my team for everything below Rail Rush. And why do I use Vegeta and Sukuna? Their nukes currently one-shot the bosses, if you combine them together. So I like to use them together, and they get these rushes over with really quickly. Now Mana Rush, they don't one-shot. A little unfortunate, but they do not one-shot here. So my team for Mana Rush, I believe there's not a certain element to it, I don't think. I think they're all neutral. I could be wrong, just in case. Recommend Ichigo as your leader, just in case you have a disadvantage with the elements. Gilgamesh, then you're gonna want something with a nuke. Now you can either go with Saitama, but most times you can go with Sid. Then I'm not sure if they nerfed him or not, but I always go with the Law. He takes out 15% of Furin's health, which is a huge amount. I have tried Vegeta's nuke and it is nerfed in Mana Rush. Then I use Idol and Bulma. And it's the team I go with for Mana Rush. Now, I can't promise it's the quickest team, there's probably better nukes out there. This is the team I use with the news I have right now. And as for dungeons, same difference, but we're gonna add in our Gilgamesh again. Because you want a nuke. Because you want some abilities, because some of the bosses get kind of tanky. This is a team I have to go with for dungeons, and believe it or not, survivals as well. This is a team I have to use for survivals. Again, the main reason is because early game, cheap units, good amount of wealth. Dungeon survivals are extremely difficult early game. Once you get to your upgraded units, they become really easy. So definitely bring more early game than you need. Let's get over with the raids here. So for raids, you want kind of lower cost units, something quick to place down, something really easy and cheap and high damage. Let's go with this team right here. You can use Gilgamesh if you like, but you don't really need anything other than these 3 and some farms. That'll get you allocated through literally every raid. That's about it. And I want to make a tier list here pretty soon as well, because some of the tier lists in the Discord server and on the wiki is just completely wrong. They don't even test their units. It seems like they don't even know their units. So I want to make my own tier list. However, I want to wait till the JoJo update, because I feel like if I make tiers right now, I'm going to have to add the JoJo units again, all over again, and I don't want to do that. So I'll wait till the JoJo update to make my own tier list. And yeah, that's about it. So I'll see you guys later.